Hey y'all, and welcome to day 13 of 31 Days of Halloween. Today we will be becoming the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. So without further ado, let's get into this look. As always, I'm going to start by moisturizing my face with a little bit of facial mist, and I'm going to let that dry. Then I'm going right in with my face paints, my Blank in the Dark face paints, and I'm using the white. And I'm going to apply that white pretty much all over my face. I'm just going to go through and apply it in one layer, and then I'm going to go back in the second layer, as you can see, and just kind of blend it in a little bit more. I'm also going to go ahead and fill in my lips white as well. Once I'm satisfied with the coverage, I'm going to go in with my white translucent baking powder, and I'm going to set my entire face with that. This white base layer is going to serve as our primer, as we're going to build up with eyeshadows today to put in the color of this look. Once I have my base on there and complete, I'm going to go in with my Exotic Flavors palette, and I'm going in with this magenta shade. It's like the perfect shade between pink and purple. And I'm going to apply that all over my face using a brush. I am, however, avoiding my eyelid area because I'm going to do some fancy eyeshadow, and also my mouth area, which I did end up covering up a lot more of my mouth area than I wanted to cover, just due to poor planning. I didn't really plan this look out ahead of time. I just kind of dove right in. But what you could do is take a black eyeliner pencil and sketch out exactly what you want, so you know what you're filling in and what you want to avoid. But if you are like me and you just filled in the whole thing, I'll show you how to fix it later, because I will be going in and wiping up some of that pink area with a makeup wipe in order to fix what I messed up. Once you have it looking a little something like this, now I decided to go in with my black eyeliner pencil and sketch everything out. So I'm just kind of extending my waterline down a little bit and then drawing the mouth how I want it to be. And then I'm going back in with my white face paint, and I'm filling in my under eye where I extended my waterline, and then I'm going in with a makeup wipe, and I'm just going to remove everything basically that I just put in that area where I want my mouth to be. And then I'm going back in with my white face paint and just filling in that entire area. The reason I didn't apply the white on top of the pink is because that pink would have mixed in with that white a little bit, and instead of a bright crisp white, we would have got like a light pink color, and I definitely wanted my teeth to be pearly white. So one thing that I did forget though is to go back and set this. You do want to set it before you move on to the next step. So next I'm going in with this purple shade, and I'm filling in the creases of my eye where I want my eyeshadow to be. And then I'm just blending it out up towards my eyebrow. I'm going to also take it down my nose to do like a little contoured cat nose. I'm going to do this on the other side as well. So just starting in my crease, and I'm going to blend it up towards my eyebrow. And I'm also going to add it up under my waterline as well, just to give it a little bit more contrast between that white and that pink on the face. Then again, just bringing it straight down the side of my nose for a little contour. Once I'm satisfied with that, I'm going to use this same color to start working on the little stripes on my face. So I'm basically just making little triangles, and I'm doing the outline of them because I'm going to fill them in with another shade. So I'm just going around my face, making these little triangles that are pointing kind of like towards the center of my face. And I'm just working that purple eyeshadow into that face paint. Altogether, I did 7 triangles, starting at the one that's in the center, which is the largest one, and then getting smaller going down the sides of my face. I did about 3 on each side. One of the pros of using eyeshadows instead of face paint is being able to control the pigmentation. So if it's not dark enough, just add a little bit more. Next, I'm going in with this light plum shade, and I'm going to be filling in the center of those triangles that we just created as the stripes on our face. And I'm going to be blending that shade out with the purple shade that we laid down first. So first, I'm just kind of laying it on there, and then I'm kind of going back and just blending it out. I'm going to go back in with the purple a little bit as well, and just make sure I got a nice blend that I'm satisfied with. I'm also taking that little plum shade and filling in some of the spaces in between where I felt like was too light. And instead of adding that same pink shade, I figured I'd add that plum shade just to give that a little bit of depth as well. Once I'm satisfied with my stripes, I'm going to go back in with my white face paint, and I'm going to add this on my lids, and I'm kind of creating like a cut crease. I'm terrible at cut creases, but that's essentially what you want to do here. And then I'm just taking this bright yellow eyeshadow and I'm applying that right on top of that white face paint. Essentially, I just use the white face paint as an eyeshadow primer. Then I'm going in with a really thin brush and I'm just adding that to the white that we put under our newly created waterline as well. I'm just going right on top of where we put that white face paint. Now I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance. I am absolutely all over the place with this look, but just trust the process. It's going to come together. Next, I'm spooling out my eyebrows and I'm going to go in with some pigment on those. I'm starting out with that light plum color and I'm going to fill in the inner portion of my eyebrows. And then I'm going to go back in with that purple shade that we use to outline the stripes on our face, and we're using that shade on the outer edges of our eyebrows. And I'm just blending those two colors together in the center to create like an ombre brow look. Then I'm gonna go back into that light plum shade and I'm gonna outline around my mouth. I'm being extra careful not to get any of this pigment in the white. However, I am also trying to blend it out with that pink shade that is on our face. So it creates like more of a shadow behind the mouth versus just being a bold outline around it. So this is pretty much how it looked when I was done. Now it's time for the fun part. I'm going in with my black face paint and a really small detailing brush, and I'm gonna draw each and every single tooth inside of my mouth. And I'm doing this by drawing little triangles and filling them in, and I'm gonna do that all the way up on the top part and then repeat the process on the bottom. Now, I did not pre-sketch these out. It would help if you did that, but because the detail was so small, I didn't want to try to sketch it out and make mistakes and then have a blotchy mess. So I just tried to go in and do this with one pass. But again, you know, never hesitate to pull out that black eyeliner and sketch on your design before you start filling it in. And take your time. This is super sped up, but this process alone took me about an hour. So definitely take your time and get those details in there. But it came out looking a little something like this, and I'm pretty satisfied. Next, I'm going in with some sparkly yellow. The whole time I was drawing on my teeth, y'all, I was just thinking how my eyes needed some sparkle. So I'm starting out with this shimmery yellow shade, and then I'm going in with this really dark purple shimmery shade, and I'm putting that right in the crease of my eye, starting out in the outer corner and then blending it into my crease. Then I'm going in with my Revolutions palette, and I'm using this really pretty light pink shimmery shade, and I'm going to use that as a highlight right up under my eyebrows. I'm applying it heavily right up under my brow, and then I'm just blending it out with the rest of the shadow that we already have down. Once I'm satisfied with the way that looks, I'm going to jump around again. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm going to my nose now. So I'm going in with this black face paint, and I'm just going to create just a little cat-shaped nose. And I'm going to fill that in with black. Now, you can color your nose whatever color you want it. I think the Cheshire Cat's nose was like pink or purple, but I just wanted to do mine black. So, again, creative freedom. Do what you want. And then I'm just taking the little line down that's right in between my little muzzle and going right into my mouthpiece. I'm also going to take that black face paint with my skinny detailing brush, and I'm going to draw in some little whiskers just right in the center of my cheeks. Hang in there, y'all. We're almost done. Next, I'm going to go in with my black liquid liner, and I'm just going to add some little wings on my lash line on both eyes. And then I'm going to throw on some mascara, but on my top eyelashes only. I'm not doing my bottom lashes because I wanted to do a false lash line up under that yellow that we put under our eyes. Now I am going to throw on some lashes, and I am going with a dramatic lash for my top lashes. And I wanted to throw on some mini lashes for my bottom, but y'all, I could not find those lashes anywhere. So to improvise, I just went in and drew on a false lash line with my liquid black liner. And then I'm just going in and drawing some little eyelashes coming off of that line. Now I gotta tell y'all, even though I was improvising with this step, I really love how that came out. So I'm definitely probably gonna use that in some more looks to come. Now that our makeup is done, it's time for my favorite part, which is the earrings. Y'all, get into these Cheshire Cat earrings. I made these earrings last year for the 2024 31 Days of Halloween challenge, and I am obsessed with them. They are so cute. Be sure to check out that She Jeweled link down in the description if you'd like to check out any more of my earring designs. And I also have a link where you can order custom earrings as well. Now let's get into this hair. As always, I'm just tying it back in a ponytail, throwing on a wig cap on top of that. And y'all, look at me slinging on this wig. This is by far one of my favorite wigs, but unfortunately, I don't get to wear it that often. Pretty much only when I'm doing the Cheshire Cat look. But look how pretty it is when it's all brushed out. Next, I'm adding on my little Cheshire Cat ears. And I also have some little like Cheshire Cat mittens with the fingers out that I'm going to add on as well. And that completes today's look. Let me know what y'all think. I'm going to tell you right now, I am obsessed with this look. It was so hard for me to take this makeup look off afterwards. I love it so much. I wish I could just wake up like this. The ears, the wigs, and of course the earrings just set this look off completely. I'm just, y'all, I'm at a loss for words. I can't even explain to you how much this look makes me proud. I hope I made you guys proud as well. I did do a Cheshire Cat look for my 2023 31 Days of Halloween challenge. Now that one was quite a bit different than this one. Of course, I like this one a lot more, which has been a common theme. But I'll show you guys and let you be the judge. Let me know what y'all think, even though I already know what the answer is going to be. Now in 2023, that was my first time doing a Cheshire Cat look. So I can honestly say I like how this look has evolved so far, and I look forward to evolving it some more. And that pretty much concludes today's look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this one was a doozy. I was kind of all over the place because I didn't have a plan, but sometimes I like it better to not have a plan and just go with the flow, because I could have never imagined this look coming out like this. So I just thank y'all for riding that ride with me. I hope that you do subscribe so that you don't miss another 31 Days of Halloween look. Make sure y'all show me some love down in the comments and let me know if you have any questions about today's look. Also, be sure to check out days 1 through 12 if you haven't already. They're all listed under the 31 Days of Halloween 2025 playlist on my channel. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 14 of 31 Days of Halloween. Bye!